All right, acres away in downtown Detroit, and we're not just talking about ourselves here at the desk.
Cruise ships are docking at the Port of Detroit in numbers the city hasn't seen since the mid-60s. CBS News Detroit's Jack Springate is down by the riverfront with more on how this kind of tourism is starting to make a comeback on the Great Lakes. And Jack, it's not the first thing a lot of people would think of when they think of going on a cruise.
Terrence, Shayna, that's absolutely right, because this massive vessel behind me, this is the Viking Octantis. It dropped off roughly 375 tourists in Detroit today, and while they spent the afternoon exploring the city, I did a little bit of exploring of my own into the renewed attraction behind touring the Great Lakes on these massive vessels. Long before Detroit claimed its title as the Motor City and before air travel was accessible to the masses, this would be a frequent sight at the Port of Detroit for both transportation and tourism.
Fast forward to the 60s, cruise ships were doing quite well, and then the business started dying out until 1998 when the Columbus came back to the Great Lakes, and ever since then it's been booming again.
More than 1,200 passengers spent a day in Detroit in 2023, and that's not all they spent during their time away from the boat.
The passengers that spend their money here in Detroit, definitely a couple of $1 million. But in terms of overall economic impact, it's upwards of $20 million for the region.
The entire voyage can cost couples upwards of $10,000, with rooms on the Octantis running roughly $1,000 per night per person for trips starting at 5 days in length. That's worth it for many of these passengers who are seeing the Great Lakes and the Motor City for the very first time.
I didn't know much about the Great Lakes, and it's unbelievable how massive they are. And the wildlife and the ecology of it, it's just amazing.
We're headed to the Henry Ford Museum, where I'm a Ford dealer in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Oh, for real? So this is special for you?
Yes, certainly is. Yes, sir.
The days of cruising the Great Lakes for transportation are far behind us, but the era of cruise ship tourism is entering a new horizon with a very bright future. And cruise ships just like the Octantis docked here in Detroit 67 times in 2023. That includes its sister ship, the Polaris. Now, Jamian says they're adding even more ships to the 2025 season to meet up with the growing demand. Reporting here at the Port of Detroit, I'm Jack Springate, CBS News Detroit.